All right. I got a question in my inbox. I'm assuming about the last video I did about comparing a zombie apocalypse to a WROL situation. And the idea was that, thinking about shit hit the fan can be kind of complicated. So to simplify it, just imagine you're living in a zombie movie, right? Make it a little less complicated. Just go to the basics and there you go. I don't think that YouTuber was serious, but the question was, what kind of weapon would I use? I'm assuming it's more to just test my problem solving, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and answer that. What kind of weapon would I use? I would personally choose the 22 for a couple of reasons. First off, you can carry thousands of rounds of 22 in a backpack or something. I mean, right there, that's 500 rounds, right? So you can literally carry thousands. Say you got 2,000 rounds in your back, I can run around with that. You've got to be a really strong, endurance son of a bitch to run around with 2,000 rounds of 223 on your back, plus whatever else you're going to need to survive, any other kind of gear you got. Rifle and all. I mean, that's that's going to wear you down real quick. Moving as slow as a snail with two bad knees ain't going to work out. So that's one reason. Another reason, the 22 has almost no recoil, right? So anybody in your group could use it, whether it's say, kid, 10, 12 or something. They can fire that thing. It's not going to throw them back or nothing. Basically like shooting a BB gun. No recoil. You got somebody that's 80-year-old, well, they can use it too. So everybody can protect themselves and each other. Doesn't matter how old they are. Gender doesn't matter, age doesn't matter, nothing really matters. If you can see and move, you can use it. So that's one big thing. I imagine in the apocalypse, federal laws don't matter, right? Who's going to be around to enforce them if everybody's dead? So I'd probably rig up a suppressor out of a lawnmower muffler or something. Now, yeah, the 22 is a very popular round too. The reason you can't find it on the shelves right now is because everybody's hoarding it up, obviously. So that means you go into abandoned homes and you'd find 22 probably. And if not, well, then you'd find other ammunition and guns and you can just swap off if you need to. But odds are you'd find 22. So that's a big plus. Now, the 22, it's not the most powerful round of all, obviously. But you can kill, large varmint like coyotes and such. Right? But stopping power doesn't matter in this situation, I think. Like, it's my 45 right there. Right? HK 45. If you hit me in the chest with this thing, I'm down. Right? But if you're already dead, what the hell does it matter? Right? So, there you go. It'd have to be shot placement in the head. And you've got 25 round magazines, you've got 50 round drums. So, that's some serious firepower. And it's not the most powerful, but you got to remember that I assume zombies would be rotting, right? I mean, they'd be getting eaten away by maggots and just decomposing with the rain, the sun. You got plenty of air if you're walking around, so decomposition is going to be happening. That I'm pretty damn sure of. So that's going to soften them up pretty good. And there you go. Shoot the zombie in the head, I assume they'd go down. Now, what would I choose? I'd take the Ruger 1022. I had a Marlin, I swapped that in. I showed you guys that Marlin before, but I figured this is the better way to go. Magazines, it's really reliable, it's versatile, it's proven. I mean, there's probably more 1022s out there than any other type of 22 rifle, right? That's for a reason. Like I said, you got 25 round mags to 50 round drums. I put a synthetic stock life already done. More modifiable, lightweight. You know, got the grip bipod combo there. Accurate scope, nothing fancy, but you know, not going to be shooting out, you know, half a mile away or nothing. And a sling, so you know, obviously you got to carry it. I'm pretty sure primitive man, that was one of their greatest creation, putting a strap on something so they can carry it around instead of in their hands all day. And I've seen synthetic stocks with a bipod, you know, I mean with a bayonet. So you know, you run out of ammo or something, you can just jab them, I guess, and put them down, get them out of your way. And that'd be a pretty good way to go, I imagine. Another thing would be the, well, let me show you the ammunition here. Something to think about. Look at that long barrel right there on that 22. Here is the 223 55 grain ammo, right? So, for an AR-15. Here we go. 60 grain 22 subsonic. So this come in handy. Now that barrel, you know, as long as it's not firing way off, some relatively close by, a rooftop or something, hell, I assume that come in handy. Then you got the Ruger SR-22. Very reliable, you know, little gun. Now, there you go, the ammo standardized, same ammo for both of them. Just carry one caliber and I'm good to go. Be a very big plus. Said this little thing surprised me. I mean, usually I have problems with bulk ammo. You know, you go to the range or borrow somebody else's, you always got that damn feeding problem with bulk ammo. This guy does really well. It's easy to maintain. And you can load up the magazines pretty easily. Just drop, pull down, drop, done. You know, so there you go. A big plus. Say you run into a closet or something, shut the door, you can load up a couple mags real quick. You know, this thing in one hand, machete in the other, and get your way out of there. Now, there you go. Will be the last thing, machete. That's not going to run out of ammunition, I imagine. You know, just a little bit of elbow grease and I'm good to go. That's a saw back too, so hell, I don't know. Say I got to start a fire somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, it's freezing or something. Find a little cave or some shit. And there you go. So, multi-purpose on that sucker. But that'd be what I would go with personally. And you guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Would I be right, wrong in that situation? I don't know. What are your ideas? What are your thoughts?